Gaggiuino and Gaggimate control the PCB and the Gaggia Classic itself in a totally different way. If you want to find out what it looks like, how it feels like, and what they offer, stay tuned. My name is Dule Rabbit, and let's go down this rabbit hole. Welcome to the Gaggiuino UI. Obviously, we have a rectangular 4.3-inch screen. Despite how it looks like, and I apologize in these videos, the screen itself is very, very nice. Don't get fooled by the quality of the video, and I'm sorry for being so reflective on it. It is a very reflective screen. On the left-hand side, we got home, settings, and this is just to show you shot history. I don't have an SD card at the moment, but you can go through all your shots as big as your SD card is. 2/3 of the screen are populated by the profile options. On top, you have the selected profile in a graph manner. So you can see what the set temperature is, you can see kind of what the pressure does, and you can see flow in yellow. Obviously, when you select different ones, they switch up and they change. You install this to play around with profiles. Now you can edit them. You have the selection of all the profiles. Now you have like a little bigger graph, and then you can copy it. You can edit it. This one, for example, has 4 stages. You can manipulate all those stages. This is number 1. This is going to be controlling flow in the beginning, and then you can see what the pressure does. I don't want to go into full detail about it. Options are huge. 1/3 of the screen is kind of actual stuff that's happening at the moment. In your face here is the actual temperature on top in white, and then we have, I don't know if you saw it, there was a Bluetooth flash, so it's looking for the scale. And this in orange here, this is our set temperature. So now you can in real time kind of edit the set temperature for it, and you have the pressure in blue here. Next to it is a tank level icon. If you have the LED light installed, it can show you the level of the water inside if you need to refill it or not. Gaggiuino settings. Set temperature for boiler, dream steam to get that powerful steaming that the OEM Gaggia Classic cannot produce. Temperature offset, recommendation for any of you that are installing this. Learn how to do an offset, learn where your machine reaches the boiling point. Temperature delta, it's compensation for the water coming in the boiler. Obviously, it's different temperature to the boiler, it's gonna lower it. This kind of plays a formula to keep it all stable. Advanced features, I'm just gonna skip on that for now. In your system, obviously my Wi-Fi, you have external services. This is for comparing your shots. Display, we got brightness, sleep, and then you can change here. For example, this one is white. Let's keep it white. In the scales options, we have the hardware scales. I don't have them, so disable that. Bluetooth scales, I do have. And then you can switch that off. If you don't have a Bluetooth scale, you can do predictive scales where the machine calculates by flow and pressure how much stuff came out of the portafilter and stops it approximately to the weight you set. This is the LED light feature, like I mentioned at the beginning. You can enable it. It gives you various warnings with the light blinking when you need to refill your tank, and basically just a nice feature to have, but not necessary. In the About tab, you can obviously update your Gaggiuino. And now we're gonna move into the check web UI. Explaining Gaggiuino's web UI is going to be super fast and super simple. Before I continue, I'm having an issue with loading any of the SD cards that I have for the shot history. I don't know why, but the web UI is essentially the screen with a little bit of rearranged stuff. Temperature, profiles, you can edit them, you can do whatever you want. More detail into profiles, loading it. There's community stuff and settings. We went through it all. I don't want to waste anybody's time, but that's all there is. Welcome to the Gaggimate screen in UI. Obviously, it's circular and it's very Spartan. If you watched my review, you heard me mention how bare minimum this screen actually is. On the left-hand side, you have the temperature. On the right-hand side, you have the pressure. On top, you have the current readings. This is grind by weight. You compare it to a grinder that supports it. I don't use it, and I would personally like to have it removed if I'm not using it, and if I'm not going to use it, it's just taking away space, and a triangle would be nicer. But I digress. We have dispersed water, we have steam. I don't want to press it because I'm going to heat up higher. And then the main event is our brew button. In this rectangular screen here that's white, that's where our Bluetooth scale is going to connect and show the current value. And now we have the profiles, so you can preload them and just go through them. As you see here, we have this Slayer profile now. There is no live reading of a graph, and if you want to adjust anything, that's going to be only temperature and the end weight that you want. I really want to mention this, and this might be my highlight of the whole comparison of the UIs, is this. This is cables for the Gaggimate for it to have buttons functional. As far as I know, Gaggiuino cannot function without these wires connected. Gaggimate can, and I appreciate it because, boom, want to brew? It's all on the screen. Do you want to steam? It's all on the screen. Do you want some water? You don't have to double switch the things. You know, the functionality changes, and I think that feature, just to use the screen by itself and not use the buttons, is again an option that Gaggimate has and the Gaggiuino does not, and I like it. Lastly, this screen can be swapped. I'm gonna make a next video about it and the philosophy about why I'm gonna go with an other screen. This is your opening web UI interface. Gaggimate is a little bit of Spartan in the screen department, but best believe it catches up in the web. We got dashboard. This is your main thing. You can control everything here. So with this one, you can select your options for the state of the screen: standby, brew, steam, and water. I deactivated the grinder option. Brew by time, brew by weight. Remember that cable I talked about? You can do that, you can flush, and then you have here real time what's going on. Obviously, this is your profile, and you can now go into profiles to select a different one, edit it, add a new one, phases, and all that other good stuff. You have shot history. Obviously, I have an SD card inside, but this is a new feature that's in the nightly, and the guy that created this feature messaged me, Mr. Mod something. This is insanity. So you can see here this shot, and I can go to the analysis, and you can compare shot by profile. You can go through everything. It's too much options to list, but the fact that this got loaded just explains how the software features are just evolving. Something new is around the corner, and you can never rely on, let's say this review might be outdated in a week or a month or half a year, it doesn't matter. But just the fact that this is going to be a regular in the web UI, if you're a nerd like this and you want to check every milliliter, half a degree off on, like, this is your dream, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, moving on, PID auto tune, Bluetooth scale, self-explanatory. Now we're at the settings. This is where all the kind of settings and features are. Obviously, there's some interesting stuff here. Steam temperature, brew, screen is the main screen when you turn it on. Predictive scales, same way we have them on Gaggiuino. Wi-Fi theme, the screen additional settings here, and then here's some good stuff. The PID values, and then the thermal feed forward gain. This is kind of comparable to the Gaggiuino again, where the water is being fed to the boiler, but it's colder, and then the boiler needs to compensate for the change of temperature and keep everything stable. So pump flow coefficient is something that you need to kind of measure. Again, not every pump is the same. It deteriorates. My machines were brand new. I didn't touch it, but if your machine is older, I would recommend doing that. Temperature offset, again, something very important. You need to figure out when your machine is at 100 degrees. And then other stuff, steam assist, and we're here at the final settings. Automatic wake up schedule, I don't use it. Home kit, boiler refill, I do use it because it just pumps a little bit of water in case the water drained out for whatever reason and you don't want to melt your heating element. Smart grind plugin, like I said, I do not use it, and MQTT Home Assistant, do not use it. And that's all for Gaggimate. You have the UIs, you have the web UIs, you have the screens. Now tell me down below in the comments, what do you prefer? Because there's people that have one of these mods or both. There's people that don't have a mod, and I want to hear from them what talk to you, and then please discuss it, because if people are looking for what to install, show your experience and help your fellow tinkerer. So now this saga with the both mods is done. I believe I covered everything. Tell me if I didn't. If there's anything else you would like to know, maybe I missed something. And on my left-hand side, we have a Mochita Combi. It's a rebadged Lapavoni Domus bar, or whatever else rebadged version of this exists. I picked up for 60 bucks, so let's find out if you can ball on a budget. Let's see if you make good espresso out of this one. My name is Dule Rabbit, and I'll see you in the next one.